So this short lesson is going to examine percents. We're going to look at solving some percent problems, and then we're also going to look at solving percent increase and decrease. Okay? So the first question I have is, what is 20% of 40? Now remember the word percent. Percent means per 100. So percent means out of 100. That's what it literally means. Think about century. How many years in a century? 100. How many cents in a dollar? 100. So percent means 20 out of 100. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up two fractions. One of them relates to the percent, which we have as 20 out of 100. And the other one relates to 40. What I want to know is 20 out of 100 is equivalent to what number out of 40? That's essentially what this question is asking us. So, to solve that, we cross multiply. 40 times 20 equals 100 times x. 40 times 20 is 800. And finally, to solve for x, we have to undo that multiplication through the use of division. So 100 divided by 100 is just 1x, or just x, and 800 divided by 100 is 8. So the answer is 8. What is 20% of 40? Came out to 8. Okay? So let's look at one other example, but first let's note the wording of the question and where they appear, those words appear in the fraction. So notice the percent, the number to the left of the percent symbol is always the number that goes over the 100 because it means percent. So I'm going to put here a P. Notice where the number after the of went, like out of. That went on the denominator of the other fraction. And what we were looking for is the numerator. So a shortcut way to solve these types of problems is to use the ratio is over of, or to use the proportion is over of equals P over 100. So I'm going to put that over here. Is over of equals P over 100. So let's look at another example. What percent is 10 of 40? So I'm going to set up two fractions. Remember, this is over of equals P over 100. Okay. So do we have the of number? Yes, we do. Of 40. Do we have the is number? Yes, we do. It's 10. And then the question is asking us what percent, so that's the number we don't know. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so now we have our proportion set up. 10 over 100 is equivalent to what or 10 over 40, excuse me, is equivalent to what out of 100? So we will cross multiply. 10 times 100 equals 40 times P. 10 times 100 equals 1,000. So 1,000 equals 40p, and then to undo the multiplication, we must divide. Forty divided by 40 is 1p, and 1,000 divided by 40 is 25. So our answer is 25% is 10 of 40. Okay. All right, now I want to look at 1% increase decrease problem. Alright, so imagine the cost of a medium iced coffee at Dunkin' Donuts goes from $2 up to $2.25. What was the percent increase? Well, what we want to do is we want to compare how much the price changed, or whatever the problem might be, how much it changed versus where it started. So what we have is change over start. Well, how much did it change? It went from $2 to $2.25, so it changed 25 cents. And what was the initial starting price? $2. So if we divide that, we're going to get 0.125, but that's in decimal form, so we want to convert it to a percent, so we have to multiply by 100. And we end up getting a 12.5% increase. So, if we had a decrease question, and let's say the cost of a medium iced coffee, let's say they lowered their price from $2 to $1.75, we still want to find the positive value. We don't want to work in negatives, even if it goes down. We always want to find the positive value. So you're always taking the larger number and then subtracting the smaller number. Find the positive value, find the start, and then we'd still get the same answer. It's just that if it went down 25 cents, at the end we would write 12.5% decrease. So we'd make use of the word decrease to show that it went down. Okay. So this concludes this video on percents and then percent increase and decrease.